It's a new week, so it's time for a new reading vlog. I am starting this week out with 190 books on my TBR, and if you haven't been following along with this series, basically I am vlogging each week to show my progress as I read down my owned TBR. I started out the year with over 300 books on my TBR, and I am finally down to under 200, which feels amazing, but this week I am hoping to make a lot of progress. So I am still in the middle of reading, spoiler alert, and I made it to page 125 last night. So I'm still just like making my way through this one, and I'm still really enjoying it. And I'm also still currently reading Dade, and yes, this is my library copy of it. However, I do own the special edition of it, and I have the audiobook of it. I'm reading this copy because I had originally gotten it from the library because when I had gotten it, I only had the audiobook at the time and I wanted to read them at the same time. But either way, I have made some more progress in this. I am now on page 260, so I am definitely making my way through this one, and it is still up there as possibly going to be one of my all-time favorite Ali Hazelwood books, which is so exciting. I'm just really enjoying this one so far. But I'm hoping that this week is going to be really productive because I don't have any plans this week besides obviously working at night and everything. I don't have any plans. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the week where I make a lot of progress on my TBR, specifically my physical TBR. I still want to prioritize that in July. So yes, very excited. Also, if you saw my last vlog, you will have saw my little mini birthday haul of all the books that I got, and one of those books was another blind date with a book, and I now have 3 of those, so I do sort of want to do a video all about reading those books. So I might start that this week of reading those books, but we're just gonna have to see how it goes and what I'm feeling. But yes, I just want to come on here, start off this vlog, and let's see how the week goes. So yesterday I didn't film anything, but I did end up finishing both of the books I was currently reading. So Deep End, I ended up giving 4.5 stars, and then spoiler alert, I decided to give 4 stars. So both of them were really good. I'm really happy that I read both of these, and I had the audiobook of this one, so that got the audiobook off of my TBR, and then this one I do have physically, so I got a physical book off my TBR. So we are down to 188 books that I have left on my TBR, so we are making really great progress. So I'm not sure if I've already talked about what Deep End is about, but it's following our 2 main characters. One is on the swim team and the other is a diver, and they sort of get into this relationship that is a sexual relationship, purely based on their sexual compatibility, and then they end up falling in love. I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed these characters and them exploring their trauma together. I liked our main character Scarlett and her getting to make friends and sort of come to terms with things about herself, about her life, and just seeing her come into herself more was just so amazing. Also, I love that we get the characters from The Love Hypothesis in this book. I just love seeing past characters from past books and current ones and seeing them all interconnect. But this book I really loved. I think I would have liked a bit more at the end with the whole sort of, I guess, friendship drama that ends up happening. I would have liked to seen a little more of that and delved a little deeper into that, which is the only reason I didn't give this book a full 5 stars, but it's definitely up there for one of my all-time favorite Ali Hazelwood books, which just makes me even happier to have the special edition version of it because it's definitely one of my favorites. And then spoiler alert, this one was so cute. This one also deals not necessarily with trauma, but fraught parental relationships. It deals a lot with that in here, which I really enjoyed this book exploring. So our main characters are Marcus and April. Marcus has dyslexia and April is dealing with fat phobia, and I really enjoyed how both of those were explored in this book. And these characters both write fan fiction, and they never knew who each other was, as they're like writing under these, you know, usernames. They don't have any clue who the real identity of them are, but they're like best friends on like their fan fiction writing site. I specifically think this book says AO3 in it. So anyways, they end up meeting in real life under different disguises, I guess, because Marcus is a very famous actor and she sort of blew up on Twitter for her cosplay of a character in the show that he is in. And so they sort of go on a date and things go from there. They end up falling in love. They still have like their hidden identity. So there are like some secrets in this relationship. And I also really liked how that was explored in this book. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. Again, for this one, I think some of the end things that happened, I would have liked to have explored more. But this one was just really cute, really fun. Definitely one that I enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed this one more than Shipwrecked, which makes me so sad because there's 3 books in the series. This is the first one, and then we have All the Feels and Shipwrecked. All the Feels is my favorite. I believe I gave that one 5 stars. Then this one, and then Shipwrecked was one of my most disappointing reads, I believe, of last year. I think I gave that one like 2 stars. That one really was not it for me, but it makes me really happy that I enjoyed this one because I was so scared that All the Feels was just going to be like an outlier for me. And I do have another book by this author still on my physical TBR, so it makes me even more excited to get to that one. And then I started the audiobook for Female Husbands. I haven't gotten too far into this one just yet. I just started the audiobook today, but I did start it, and I am not really sure what my next like physical or ebook is going to be just yet, but I will be deciding that later on today. So I will keep you up, but I did just want to give you guys that little update. Welcome to the end of the vlog. I was actually supposed to film this ending over a week ago, and I just never got to it. I got really busy, and then I ended up working on another vlog. I'm not sure if I ended up mentioning it in this vlog, but I am starting another vlog where I got 3 blind dates with the books, and I am reading through those. So I completely forgot about ending off this vlog, so we're gonna do it now. So I believe I talked about finishing Deep End, and spoiler alert, Deep End I gave 4.5 stars, spoiler alert, I gave 4 stars. I ended up DNFing Always Mine, and I also DNF'd Difficult Women. And then I gave 4 stars to the audiobook I had of Female Husbands. This is the one I don't think I ever talked about. And this one is a nonfiction book talking about the history of the female husband. It talks about trans people throughout history, specifically women who transitioned to men, and just like what went on during that time, how it was a lot different from today's version of what it means to be trans. And I just found this to be a very fascinating read, and I really enjoyed the audiobook narration of this one, so I would definitely recommend it if you're interested in the subject matter. And then I did get 2 books. I got The Hollow Places and Truthfully Yours. These are actually just late birthday gifts that I got from my mom. There was like a hold on the shipping, so they didn't get here in time, but I do have these now. So I am still on my book buying ban. I just wanted to make that clear that these were gifted to me. But yes, I do have these now. And so that brings my TBR to 187 books left, which is such great progress. I'm very proud of how much progress I am making and how quickly I am getting through my TBR. And yes, so for next week, which is, I would technically be ending the next vlog today, but I didn't film anything because I have been working on that blind date with a book vlog, so that will be coming next. But thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry again for the sort of rushed ending, but thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!